Playing Legacy Burn. Terrible hand. Gonna mulligan. So, you know, in terms of mulliganing, this is actually a pretty good hand. We have a couple creatures to run out. Provides some repeatable damage. Spells, Price of Progress can be just a bomb. So we're going to keep Fire Blast on top. Seems good. So it's not usually good for us to see Lotus Petal. We're not really a deck that's set up to handle any sort of combo decks, and usually you're only using Lotus Petal if you're going to do something kind of busted. So we'll see if we see like an end of turn Entomb or something here. I guess I probably could have run the Grim Lavamancer out. Maybe that would have been the right choice. And then next turn I could have Monastery Swift Spirit and Lava Spiked. I guess it doesn't really matter. Lava Spike here. Get our Prowess trigger. So we're set up to Fire Blast if we need to. Obviously we don't really want to do that until we're able to cast our Price of Progress. Alright, so maybe Black-Red Reanimator. So black-white. I'm not sure what we're going to see here. The white may have just been generic mana. That is the first choice when you go to crack it. Collective Brutality, huh? So I'm actually going to Fire Blast here. We're going to lose our Price of Progress, but we're going to keep the Monastery Swift Spear. And we'll have a Bloodstained Mire to get 2 damage in with the Grim Lavamancer. So I like being a little bit aggressive here. Now if we draw a 1-mana spell, no, so that's actually not the worst thing. I'm going to fetch right now just so I can use that Grim Lavamancer right away. Yep, so it does look like Black-Red Reanimator. We see Reanimate, Animate dead. Looks like they're looting. Chancellor of the Annex is pretty tough to deal with. We'll have to remember that next game when we're deciding whether or not to keep our hand. So what do they have? They have a Chancellor of the Annex is 5/6. I think as far as reanimation targets, that's probably preferable to anything else they'd reanimate. So we have Monastery Swift Spear set up for a blocker. Gonna get some damage in with this Grim Lavamancer. So drawing a Fire Blast here would be great. Oh, ask and you shall receive. we'll block one turn. And then the next turn we'll Grim Lavamancer for lethal. So I guess I got a little carried away. I didn't have to Grim Lavamancer there. I should have waited till their end step.
Coconut-clad pirates? At Subway, get your own Moana Kakamora action figure or floral charm bracelet. Get one free when you buy a delicious, freshly made Subway Fresh Fit for
So we're kind of hoping they don't find anything to get rid of the Grim Lavamancer. With tapping their only red, they'd have to have something like a Disfigure or you know, a couple other cards that I just don't think they run. So I think we're set up pretty well here. So typically another Fire Blast isn't what you'd want to draw, but it's fine here because we already have a lethal. So we'll tap that mountain. And we'll just do it right now while they only have one card in hand. So that's why I always tap those lands for mana. I honestly wasn't thinking about that Chancellor, but it just makes sense. There's no reason not to. Alright, so playing Reanimator. Grafdigger's Cages come in. There's not really much else that we would want to bring in here. So we'll take out a Searing Blaze if I'm running one. Yep, there it is. I think we take out Price of Progress. So is there anything better than these Price of Progress? They don't typically have to run out very many lands. Maybe the Pyrostatic Pillars would be better. It's not really that great on the draw, but I just don't think that Price of Progress is going to be that great in this game. I might be, you know, I might be wrong. This isn't really a strong opener. I like seeing Montessori Swift Spear and Fire Blast, and Rift Bolt's fine, but we're gonna have to draw into some action pretty consistently. Oh man, I think I'll keep. Just seeing Chancellor of the Annex, we might not get to cast anything the first turn anyway, so we'll have some time to draw and a couple fetches to thin our deck a little bit. And I don't really think it's worth mulliganing just to try to find one of our Grafdigger's Cages. We only run 3, and each turn is just a little less likely we'll draw one. Alright, so we might actually just see an Entomb. So that's a pretty bad start. They're going to get Iona down and Animate dead. So that's just good game. Nothing we can do about that. So I like running this back. Pyrostatic Pillars are even just better on the play. So let's see if we can find a Grafdigger's Cage. Easy mulligan. I think we also mulligan this. This hand doesn't win us the game. So it's bad, but I think we kind of have to keep. Doesn't matter to keep that card on top. We have to fetch for our first land anyway, so. And I just want to get this Rift Bolt out. So it's a pretty weak start. We can just go ahead and F6. They know we don't really run any interaction. I guess maybe we could bluff like a Surgical Extraction. So let's see if they're set up to do kind of what they did last turn. Exhume like an Iona. Turn 1. Kind of a bummer, but that's just one of the parts about playing Burn. You just have some weak matchups like Reanimator. There's just not a whole lot you can do about it. So that's actually not that bad for us. And they did just discard a Chancellor, which is better than Iona. But now they know that we don't really have anything good. So I don't really see us beating that Chancellor no matter what we draw. We don't really have a way to remove it. I suppose I could bolt it and then hope to draw a bolt. I think that's our only way out. Unfortunately, we're going to have to... So we'll actually still have the mana for it. So we've got bolts are out, and so are Chain Lightnings. And technically Fire Blast. Wow, so I guess I didn't realize I have to pay for it twice, so when each opponent... see, so I didn't see the opening game action. It didn't actually give a notification, so... Yep, so that's a good game. We're not going to be able to deal with it. We'll just see what we drew. Yeah. So we weren't going to have it anyway, but it is kind of a bummer. I think Moto just really needs a better way to display those pre-game actions like revealing Chancellor. I just didn't catch it. I mean, I could have looked at the chat window, but I didn't.